Hello everybody, GrayStillPlays, and today I'm talking about a question and discussion I see quite often involving No Man's Sky. And that is No Man's Sky single player or multiplayer? I'll be going over the answer as well as why the answer is somewhat more complicated than you might think. The short answer is, No Man's Sky is essentially a single player experience with multiplayer capabilities. I know, that's something of a conundrum. What this means is that while there is the potential, and notice I do say potential, to see, meet, and interact with other players in the game, the chances of this happening by accident are so infinitesimally small that the developer has no concerns about having to make the game load thousands or even dozens of player models on the screen at any given time. The low probability of running into anyone by chance comes from a few specific gameplay mechanics that are at work here. First, if you've watched my other No Man's Sky videos, you understand that the universe of No Man's Sky is inconceivably large. There are 18 quintillion planets, so even if, say, 1 million people all played No Man's Sky at exactly the same time, they're only populating 1/18 trillionth of the planets. That's such an absurdly small amount that you can probably understand how meeting someone accidentally is nearly impossible. Second, you might say to yourself that it's gotta be possible to have a friend that you're talking with on Skype, and intentionally attempt to locate each other so that you can travel together. It doesn't appear that there's going to be a Google-style search function to find a specific planet. However, again, I reiterate, there are 18 quintillion possibilities for you to choose, and even if your friend told you the name of the planet he was on and somehow you could see it yourself, you'd have to find it on the map so that you could get there. To think of it simpler, consider sitting at your computer and scrolling through 18 quintillion names on your screen. Do you have the tenacity to do that? Now, Hello Games has mentioned that friends will show up on a galactic map, but it hasn't mentioned exactly how accurately they will show up. So let's say you find your friend thanks to the handy galactic map. Now you just need to get there. Let's say you spawn fairly close to one another, only 1 million planets away. The biggest issue is that we don't know how long it will take to travel to get from where you are to where they are. The developer has said, quote, a long time, but I imagine if you jump from one system to another, and maybe there are only 100,000 systems that you have to go through, and it only takes 15 seconds to move from system to system. Now understand that these are fake numbers here. It would take you approximately 416.666 repeating hours of game time to get to them. And that's if you had infinite fuel and never had to make a pit stop. So then, if No Man's Sky is so massive and the chance of meeting someone is so small, why would it be considered a multiplayer capable game? The discovery system essentially allows you to leave a legacy behind about things that you've discovered. Somewhere in time, someone may stumble upon a planet that you were once on, and they'll get to see that you discovered it, and as well as the various things that you took the time to scan and upload while you were there. Hello Games has also hinted at a way for players to leave messages for one another on the planets. So you'll have the understanding that there are people out there somewhere in the vast universe, but you may never actually get to see them face to face. Will Hello Games make it easier for players to find one another? Possibly. They've hinted at making a system where players can meet up, but it's quite clear that No Man's Sky is a game being made to attract players of a certain kind, rather than a game being made to appease players' demands. After all, Sean Murray, the founder of Hello Games, did say definitively that No Man's Sky is not an MMO, and even if players did want to join up and run and gun around on planets, there were other games for that. I can personally appreciate Sean's steadfastness in his approach to keep the size and scope of No Man's Sky overbearingly large. I've been an MMO player for a long time, but I don't mind trying something new. Anyway folks, I hope that you enjoyed this discussion about the single versus multiplayer nature of No Man's Sky, and feel free to stay tuned in the channel as I continue to make videos about news, discussions, frequently asked questions, and other information about the game. Until then, stay foxy, and much love.